Hey folks, guess what? I got another victim. I got another victim. Um, folks, I don't mean to bring race into this discussion, but I love beating Asian boys up in this chessboard shit here. Um, 'cause it's stereotype that Asians are the smartest race and us black folk, we're the least intelligent. So I like whooping up on them Asian boys because they claim they so smart, but guess what? You got your ass dug into by a black boy, a black boy, a black thug. It's like I ain't no thug, but it was a real competitive match. He was actually rated higher than me. That was another positive thing about this game, is he was supposed to be the better player. He actually is rated 200 points higher than I am. So in these chess matches, I'm gonna try to not talk so much because I don't want to draw the video out too long and then it takes a long time to upload. So I'm gonna just let you guys in the beginning of the matches see the moves that I make, and then I put my input and explain why I made certain moves more towards the end of the game. But I was black, he was white. That was another advantage he had. He moved to d4. It's usually the first move that white makes, or either e4. And I like to take control of the center part of the board. I like to dominate the center part of the board, so I wasn't going to let his pawn come down too much further, so I stopped him in his tracks. Get my knight involved, and he threatened my pawn. He can't really do nothing because my knight is there. And my queen is there, so he couldn't take that pawn. And then he threatens my knight, and I protect my knight. So we exchange pieces. So we 3-3 now. We even. He moves down a little further, and he got a little thing going on there. Y'all see that? That diagonal line he got going on there. It's a lot of protection. He got all his pawns protecting one another. I move my queen up. I want to get my queen involved. I think I wanted to move my queen over to I couldn't do that right there on the white diagonal line, because see, then his queen is right there. His queen will take my queen, so I couldn't do that. I'm trying to figure out why exactly did I move my queen out. But he moves his queen down and put me into check, and I just protect my king by moving my pawn up to g6. He moves his queen over to e5, threatening my rook. I move my rook over to g8, out of harm's way, and then he brings his knight down, trying to get his knight involved in the game, and I figure, okay, I need to get my knight out now too. And he really stopped my knight from being able to go anywhere by moving his pawn down to a3, because I can't move my my knight up to b4 there, because he'll take me with his pawn. So it's really nowhere else for my knight to go. So he kind of put my knight in a fucked up situation. I can't really do much now with my knight. So I move my pawn up, and hold up, let me see what just happened. Oh yeah, I hate that crap. Okay, so then I take his pawn. He moved his knight down. I move my pawn up. He moved his pawn down. And then I said, okay, it's getting we're in a little tough situation over here, and I think that he has more of his pieces protected. So let me scare his queen off right quick. And he decides that he want to trade queens. So I say, you know what, we can do that. So we exchange queens, and then I threaten his knight. He threatens my knight by taking my pawn. And at this point in the game, I believe he was leading. Yeah, he's up 15-13 in points. So I take his knight. He takes my knight. And I take his pawn. He takes my rook. So now he just want to play checkers chess. Checkers chess is basically when you just take piece for piece like you do in checkers. You don't use no technique, or you don't try to defend your pieces and avoid losing your pieces. You just take piece for piece, and that's what he was doing, and that actually hurt him more towards the end of the game. So he threatened my pawn there, and I moved my pawn up to c6. He threatens my bishop. and I threatened his knight, and this is how everything unfolded. It was a real competitive game, but I outsmarted him towards the end, and I came out victorious. He just kept putting me in check with his knight and threatening my bishop. I threatened his rook. He moved his rook over. And then I moved my rook up to a2. He moved his bishop down, stopping my rook from putting this king into check. I moved my pawn up. I should have, you know what I should have did? I should have probably took that pawn. Hold up, let me see why didn't I take that pawn? Oh yeah, because he put my he threatened my rook with his knight, so that's why I didn't take that pawn, because I would have took that pawn. So he takes my pawn, and then I threaten his knight, I mean his rook, with my bishop. He moved his bishop out of harm's way, but now he put me in a little confusing position right there, because he's now threatening my bishop with his rook, and I have to move my bishop out the way, but I didn't want to, because I didn't want to him to bring his rook down, put me into check. So I just moved my king over one, protecting my bishop, and then he threatens my rook with his knight, and then boom, he left his, you know, he fucked up right there. That's pretty much all she wrote. I just dominated the game from there. As you can see, he put me into check, and I just kept moving out the way. That's how everything unfolded. I just started taking all his pieces, dominating them. Put me into check, and I had no problem exchanging rooks at that point, because I was dominating so much in the game, so it really ain't matter. He was already fucked. And that's where he basically quit, because I was going to get a queen eventually. I was going to take his pawn right there with my black bishop, and I had 2 more pawns left on the board and a king, so you know, I was getting ready to really just go in on him from here on out. So it was really nothing he can do. Woo! That's how your boy Jay do. So yeah, just wanted to show y'all this video of another one of my victims. You know, I'm gonna pull some more videos of my victims in the future, so look out for those videos, and that's it. Peace.